I didn't catch him cheating. I found out about the baby first. Yeah, a whole baby. And in that moment, everything changed because now it's just not betrayal, it's permanent. And the craziest part, I stayed. Now I know what you're thinking already. Couldn't be me. Why would you stay? Trust me, I used to say the same thing. But this situation, it's not just cheating anymore. There's a whole child involved, and that changes everything.
Let me get
So
it
you
out.
don't want me
If
to
I
tell
try to
you
know
what
I'm
I-
not
you don't want
saying
me to
that,
tell you
Erica.
nothing?
But y'all don't want nobody to feel what they feel.
I'm not-
If
that's
I
not
bottle
what
it
I'm
all up, I'm gonna be
saying.
walking around with this same pain 3 years from now.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Renee, and this is Unfiltered Zone, where we say what everybody's thinking, but don't say it out loud. So before all this came out, I already felt like something was off. You know that feeling you get when things just don't sit right? Yeah, that. He will come over to see me and be extremely tired after his visits with his child. The communication wasn't the same. He was super quiet, and his normal talkative self wasn't just there. What I mistook for silence was actually his guilt. Little things started adding up, but nothing I could actually prove. And that's the frustrating part when your intuition is loud, but you don't have evidence. So I kept questioning myself like, am I overthinking? Am I tripping? Am I overreacting? Meanwhile, my gut was screaming, bitch, something is off. Then one day, everything changed. I found out he wasn't just talking to someone else. He didn't just cheat. He got his baby mama pregnant again. I remember just sitting there trying to process what I just heard. Because how do you even react to that? Cheating is one thing, but a baby, that's permanent. That's not something you can just delete, ignore, or move past overnight. And what's crazy is I didn't react the way people think. I wasn't screaming. I wasn't throwing things. I was just quiet. Because in that moment, everything hits you at once. The betrayal, the confusion, the reality. And your mind is just trying to catch up. I know what you're thinking. Well, tell us how you found out. He actually ended things with me. Told me he missed the dynamic of being in the home with his child, taking his child to school. His child cries after the visits are over, etc., etc. I was devastated, but a part of me respected his truth and I wished him well. I took the next few days to sit with myself. Those days turned into weeks. I surrounded myself with friends and family, and about a month later, we reconciled. Now, how did we get there? That's another story for another time. But of course, once people found out, everybody had an opinion. Leave him. Have some self-respect. I would never tolerate that. And I get it. I really do. Because from the outside looking in, it's simple. But when you're actually in it, it's not that black and white. So at that time, why did I stay? First, emotions. Feelings don't just turn off overnight. You can be hurt and still love someone at the same time. And that's the part people don't like to admit. Second, history. Time invested, memories. Everything we were trying to build together doesn't just disappear because of one moment, even if that moment is huge. And third, my mental state at the time. I was in shock, confused, trying to process something I never imagined I'd go through. So no, it wasn't as simple as just walking away. But let me be real with you. Staying doesn't mean everything makes it magically get better. It's awkward. It's painful. There's resentment. And things never go back to how they were before. You don't just move on from something like that. You learn to live with the fact that it happened. And that's a completely different reality. So let me ask you this. Could you stay in a situation like that? Is it weakness or is it real life when emotions, history, and reality all collide? Because it's easy to say what you do when you've never actually been in it. At the end of the day, people love to judge decisions they've never had to make. But when you're the one living it, it hits different. If you want more real conversations like this, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. If you would like to submit your own story to our Call Me Crazy Bud series, please send an email to unfilterzone@gmail.com. Because we're not done talking about this. Until next time, stay real. Bye.